Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Welcome back to my economy only buy, no build. Only buy, no build. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. Last time, we made it to this station. We did some stuff. We had a weird dream where things exploded. Everything's normal. Everything's normal. Let's see. Chad said you can use a service terminal at the station to repair your rover and you can afford the repair function. That's true. So if I as long as the parts are there. I currently couldn't build. I guess I technically had access to all the parts that were going to make it, but yes. Otherwise, you can buy components needed to finish the rear wheels and suspension manually. Let's see. He said keep an eye out for abandoned farmsteads near a station. They make solid early game bases with food production. I will have to definitely keep an eye out for early farmsteads. I wonder if Mars has early farmsteads, so I'll be checking for those things. Without algae farms, food production will lag behind consumption, but every meal pack craft saves money. That's true. That is very true. So I have to find an algae station so I can unlock the block. That's part of it. Let's see, John. Building a fancy suspension setup will be tough with no rotors or hinges, and finding them is unlikely. Thanks for that. That's probably true. I haven't thought about that. I forget that some of those Rex builds and stuff like that don't have that. So even purchase ships really include those parts. And then he's confused about the ability to build landing gear came from. He doesn't actually recall rovers having landing gear on them. You know what? Uh, weld plates, John. Weld plates are one of those. Landing gear and weld plates are gimmies. Just because I need to be able to transport certain things, and so I gave myself a little bit of a gimme. That's what that's from. That's what that's from. And then we got one other big comment. Welcome, Samuel. Let's see, Samuel Towle. First time commenter, I think. And his picture is Clippy, the old school AI, the OG AI. I actually have a really brief short story, short story intro um, of like Clippy is like an eldritch god who's returned after years of plight. Anyways, the tangent. So he said, let's see, the quick notes for him. Warning, he said he claimed a logistics post and it still despawned, likely because the battery and the O2 tanks weren't hacked, or because the grid was owned by nobody despite being claimed. So that's something I need to check out for. He said he's using Grind to Learn 3, which locks mini blocks, rotors, ship welders, grinders, H2 engines, basic refinery until you grind something that contains them or find blueprints. Mini unlocks by grinding unknown signals. That's awesome. I thought Grind to Learn 3 or Grind to Learn was broken, so that's neat that it's not working. Last I checked, I'd heard that it was kind of broken, so that's why I decided to just like Scout's Honor Grind to Learn. He spawns. Rover has 18 small grid batteries strapped to it. Looks like a hermit crab in battery armor. That's pretty funny. Let's see. Mixin's Fox Hunt grid detection mod, which can give you numeric signal strength when your antenna is pointed at a grid. I saw this mod. And I actually subscribed to it already. I have not installed it, but the Fox Grid Hunt mod, or what's it called? Fox. You just said it, and my brain is Fox Hunt Grid Detection. It looks cool. It looks cool. I haven't messed with it all, so I haven't installed it yet. I didn't want to do that today. And then he's always clears out station welders and junks since they respond quickly. Likely contracts refresh. Saves tools, flare guns, etc. until he can disassemble them, which is smart. Plans to upgrade weapons since the trade station often weapons and ammo acquisition contracts. And then unlock atmospheric dusters from a drone type unknown signal that tries to fly away. And of course, never pee on your landing gear. Yes. That's the biggest rule. Don't pee on your landing gear, kids. Okay. So what do we got? Right now, we are on station. And I did a little off-screen stuff. So we've got one pack of dumplings, which is 51% food, which is great because we're at 90, so I don't need to buy food. Money-wise, we are at 200,000 doll hairs. I think what we're going to do, initially I wasn't going to do this. My thought was definitely picking up acquisition contracts as we find stuff, but some of these things like parachutes, we're just going to accept that one. It's not a lot of money, but I'll eventually come across that and small steel tubes. So those are good. 290 iron ingots is a pretty small ask. 18 nickel, I might have that now. And then that's a ton of that. I'm not going to do that. Salvage contracts. What I want to do, there are none. That's unfortunate. Okay, so search contracts. That's the next thing. There are none. Why are there none? Okay, well, let's go see if I can. I've accepted a bunch of these things. Let's go see what I have from with regards to. That's crazy that there are no contracts in search. What else do we have? We have acquisitions, courier, bounty contract. We're not doing that. Courier, bulk acquisition. Yeah, it's a lot of detector components. Bounty contract, courier, 35 minutes monitor. Yeah, we have to leave the planet for that, so we're not doing courier contracts, bulk acquisition. So yeah, we don't even have a search contract to do. So what we're going to do, I guess, we're going to see if we have some steel tubes. We're going to see what the rover has on it. Step one. And guys, I put a paint gun in here because I used a paint gun. I spawned in a paint gun just so I could paint the rover. I know we were going to do like the green, but I really wanted it to be tater orange. So here it is, tater orange. That's all I did. I painted it. Um, okay, so for acquisitions, we said 200 silicone, which don't have. We have 80 parachutes, that 204. So we do not have 204 of those. We do have, uh, not that much. So we got 109. The problem is we're very full. It's very, very full. But we gotta go do something. We got nothing to do right now. What do we have as far as GPS links? Have an unknown signal we can go pick up. Logistics outpost, which I saved, and then the Lockhart Junction, which is where we're at. Let's go get this unknown signal. That's the step two. And just to make sure I don't have, okay, I do not have creative mode on. I wanted to make sure because a I did spawn in a paint gun so I could paint the ship with ease. And then there it is. It doesn't allow me to sell it or do anything with it, so I'm not worried about it existing inside the space station, and it'll just stay there in case I need to repaint something else. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So today we're just going to run through some contracts. I don't know when this is going to come out. I got some inspiration, and I played my regular game, 2026 Survival. I'm working on the habitat right now. We finished the med bay, and when this comes out, the other one will probably have come out, and we'll have the crew quarters pretty much wrapped. So the next step on top of the crew quarters in this hab module is going to be the command center. And I've already got the stairs going up, and so I just got to start. And the last thing I did on it, I beautified not beautified completely, but I wrapped up the outside a little bit in terms of getting it to look a certain way and making sure that we have, all the stuff that we'd want to have. We're going to have to, I think what we're going to have to do is probably we're going to have a bit of a problem with space. This is going to become a space problem very quickly. That's okay. We're here. We're going to see what this has got, and hopefully it's got something very useful in this, like vegetable seeds. It's not useful. Let's see if we get anything. The other day I got I don't even remember. I got something I didn't already have, and I was surprised. Unfortunately, we're not going to get those parachutes. I was thinking like, oh, can we craft parachutes on this thing? Let's see. What can you make? You cannot make parachutes, but you can make computers. No, I don't want to. We don't have enough silicon to be doing that. Okay, that was wasteful on my end. Um, and yes, uh, did I just? What block was that? Already another unknown signal. Good grief. Uh, and so yeah. Look, I know what you're thinking. That like I got wheel pads and I shouldn't. But the alternative, what if I make this concession? I would like merge blocks. We'll just say I have merge blocks and weld pads, and then what I can do is I can build a couple of merge blocks that would be, I don't know, they would be helpful, maybe. What do we got? If we wanted, if we wanted that merge block to be, if we wanted it to be like this, what we could do, um, is we would stick the merge block like so. I have that, so that's beautiful. I have that right here, and then I can just save this merge block. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do the thing again. So I need to quickly plop that on there really quick. So I can go in here and claim this grid so the battery doesn't spin. I would be curious to see, this would be a dumb blooper problem to have, but if we why is this not locking down? Come on, lock down, you butthole. Why are you not locking down? Is it because this? I bet you that's it. Man, this is generating a ton of like friction. Back up, turn, go down. It's a lot of effort for one battery that is not arguably worth it. Why? Man, this will not lock down. What am I missing here? Why are we not? Go into your home. Oh my God. I'm assuming it's because of these blocks right here. We're going to find out. I don't know if that's what it is, but I think grabby hands is a little strong. I got my strong arm out. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What the frick? Cool. That's... Which way is this going to roll us? Do we know? Oh. Dang it. Use for park, auto lock, switch lock. Let's see, which way is it going to roll us? There we go. Come on, come on, come on. We're spending a lot of time on this. You know what? Instead of me getting a free merge block, because this is, for some reason, not working the way... Oh, no. No, 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 no. Cool. You know what I love? Leaving this on, even though I'm pretty sure I pressed the button to turn it off. This is what dreams are made of right here, guys. This is how a professional plays Space Engineers. All right, turn that stupid thing off. Lock the damn wheels down. Good grief. Okay. You know what? I thought to myself, like, we'll just do the merge block and that we can reuse it a bunch of times, but for some reason, this merge block doesn't want to merge to stuff, and I don't understand why. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it's because the science hippies are saying no, you can't have nice things. I'm not really sure, but I don't know why I grinded that off the way I did. But let's try really quick. Let's see if I can get this thing to stick the way I wanted it to initially by having this like so. Press that button there. Okay. Nope, that's not going to work. It's supposed to be like this? No. Like this, and then this guy would have like this. Lock that on there like that. Lock that on there like that. We do that. I grab this, and then I say, okay, we're going to slowly but surely merge this on. Yeah, and then it just works. Why didn't that work? I don't know why that didn't work from here. So I'm going to actually, we're going to test something, and I'm going to see if I put a weld plate here. I'm just kind of curious. I want to see if the weld plate will at least work. And then we'll I just want to see, because this thing's behaving very oddly, and I don't know why. So let's grab this. Okay. Theory, I should just be able to... Yeah, why did that... I don't understand. That's what I was planning to do, is just leave the two merge blocks just like that. And then I can grab them from anything I want. Okay, that's dumb. I'm super glad we experienced this together. Everybody got to witness that I'm not insane, any more insane than I normally would be. Let's get this other unknown signal. This should have been 9 minutes at least, and then we can get back to Lockhart Station and see if they've got a contract. I think I'm going to pick up one of those salvage contracts. I know they're like 90 kilometers away, and that's going to be a lot of driving that I'm just going to have to like do, essentially off screen. But we don't really have a better choice currently. And actually, once we get to this unknown signal, I'm going to see if I can build up those wheels, Chad, because I think I can. I don't think I need them built up. They're just honestly to keep this thing from tailing out, but they obviously don't keep me from flipping over. So, you know, more stability. I actually was thinking I probably ought to expand the guy a little bit. We've got enough parts that I could probably expand it a little wider and maybe, do something better. But I don't know. I am excited. I've been watching a little bit of Splitsy stuff and his new Scrapyard. I mean, I've never played Scrapyard. I've always been gun shy about it because I don't know how to build cranes and all that stuff, and I've not learned. So I would be excited to play Scrapyard, and that's one of the things that I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna do, definitely gonna like learn to make a crane, do Scrapyard. I could do a Scrapyard series. That could be pretty fun. But his new one, he's introduced new stations that have ground docking for rovers and some different stuff that I'm pretty excited to see. So I'm also excited to see this. And we're just gonna, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Okay, so first, I bet we've got the parts for that. We don't. We don't have the small steel tubes or large steel tubes, but I bet we do in here. We don't. Okay. Okay, let's get in here. Come on, tell me you got something good. I could, if we want to see really quick, what Chad was talking about is I can go to my active grid repair services, respawn rover, which is actually called Home One, but whatever. Generate repair quote, $14,000 reduced to have those wheels completely finished. Yeah, you know what? I'll spend that money. I'll spend that money. I got 200 grand. Burn a hole in my pocket. Why not? Why not? We're going to see if there's food for sale first. Not that way. We got to check and see if we got some extra snacks on board. That guy's table dancing. Whoa. Get out the dollars, ladies. This is like Magic Mike over here. All right, Magic Mike, calm it down. You're making us nervous. All right, we've got the Civic Hauler for $1 million. That's really what I would love to get, a different vehicle. You know what I could do if they have them? How many computers they have? They have 1,000. Okay, hear me out. What's the contract? We've got a contract for computers. Where's that at? Contract for computers and construction. So 323 construction components, 80 parachutes. I don't think I picked up the contract for computers. I didn't. So 204 small steel tubes. I think we, okay, so the construction component contract is what? We're 80 parachutes, and then where's that damn contract at? Okay, 323, and I'll make 155 grand. Let's see. Let's just see if I grab 323 of these, 323. Okay, I won't make all of the money back, but if I sell what I have available, plus I buy, let's go see what we have. We might be able to complete this contract. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. Stay in there. One of my goals is to also capture Kevin. So I've got 195. I might actually have enough to just complete the contract. How about small steel tubes? What do we got? I don't think they're selling small steel. That's right. They're not selling whatever I just said. And why would they be? Why would they be? Okay. That's that. Let's get back up there. Now. Okay. We've got the parts. One man, one robot tater in a world, in a time, in a land before time. Accepted contracts. I have 323 construction components. I do not have that many. Okay, so I have 218, so I need 105. What does 105 cost me? 56,000 bucks. Okay, we're gonna buy high, sell low. That's good business right there. I accepted a bunch of these that I should not have accepted. But that's okay. We're gonna finish this quest. Character inventory. Beautiful. Hey, 155 grand. We made back and then some. Sort of. We lost money, probably, but that's okay. It's okay, guys. We're gonna be okay. I really want this guy. I think I'm gonna do this before I do the other one. Okay, don't need currently hydrogen. Insect meat raw is not going to be particularly helpful. Fruit pastry, that's too expensive. That ramen, though, I will definitely buy all of those. Mushroom spores I don't really need. I don't need an oxygen bottle. I don't need bullets right now. Zone chips. Ooh, small steel tubes. Okay. How many do I need? I need to complete my contract for small steel tubes. I need 204, and I currently have, what's my inventory? Where's my inventory? Oh my gosh. I have 128, 204, so I need 72, 76. Quick math. 76 of these, and I don't know how much I'm going to make. We're going to see if we lose money. Probably are, but that's okay. 70, not 706. So that's 25,000. That's not too bad. Okay, we did that. Let's go over here. Accepted contracts. We're going to make 64. Yeah, we made money. We made money. Whoa, Kevin, get out of my face. Ugh. Okay. So that's that. I'm not going to buy anything else. I think we're currently positive. Are we net positive for what I was last time? Let's find out. Yeah, we're up. We're up 130 grand from when we started this episode. So that's that the way I see it. Okay, we got salvage contracts. 58,000. Oh, we're taking that one. Boom, 58 kilometers away. That's close. 78 kilometers away? Close. Okay, search contracts. We're not going to probably do one of these. Although 150, 131. No, you know what? We got those 2 salvage contracts. Let's go do one of those. Let's go. That's what we're going to go do. Got some food on board. I've got an extra drill I don't need because I can't drill anything really. I guess if I needed to dig something out, I can drill. But that's it. That's where the buck stops, kids. No drilling past. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. No Kevin. Okay. I don't trust that Kevin guy. No one else should either. No one else should. He's up to no good. All right, unknown signal is detected. I hope you're in the direction of one of our salvage contracts. You don't appear to be, so we're going. I would like to rename this salvage contract. So what we got to do, which one is that? That's salvage contract. Well, we just got to grab it. Here's what you got to do. You've got to copy coordinates to the clipboard, and then you have to do new from clipboard. And then we call this is a splitsy trick. So you can't rename these coordinates. So what you do is you change them to a different color, always visible. And then that one is, yeah. So I can go in here with these salvage contracts and I can turn off one of them. Yeah, I can turn off that one. And then the other one, that's salvage contract B. So we copy the coordinates to clipboard, new from clipboard. We call this B. We make it not that color. And then we can do always visible. We can turn that one off, but we can also turn this one off. And then we don't have to have those just mucking up the radar. How far away is that? Okay. Oh, wrong button. We are not going to go get that unknown signal. I know it would be a slight detour, but we're not doing it. We're not going to. It's just right over there. But we're going to get tons more from this salvage contract than we are that. So let's go do that. It's nighttime, so driving's going to be, less exciting or more exciting, depending on who you ask. I do want to do one thing. And that is, I pulled this block off because I was trying to build a thing. And I would like to... Oh. I would like to grab this. Do I have that color anymore? I do. Should be that color, but just in case, we'll... That color there. That color there. Get those welded up. And then I need the mid block. I want... And Control G, kids, if you don't know. Control G is how we are changing that. I just wanted to repair it. Get that back to function. All right, we're off. All right, so let's get to the salvage contract. So what I'm going to do, unknown wreck hauler, we're going to go investigate that. Should we? Yeah, we're definitely going to go investigate this unknown wreck hauler. This is what I said we were going to do last time, and then it's been long enough that I forgot that we were going to do that. So I'll pick you up when we get to the hauler, and we'll see what we see. And if anything interesting happens, which it won't because I'm no longer speeding. I'm now driving a reasonable speed because I'm an adult who's got responsibilities to the people of this channel. And I don't want OSHA coming after me or the DMV or anybody. So yeah, pick up here in a second. Alrighty, we are about 500 meters away. I will say that definitely looks like there's a turret on top of it. But we're not currently getting shot at. So we're going to park. I think we're going to park behind this rock over here. For safety. Let's get to the closer one. Oh, trying not to crash. Good grief. Okay. I also noticed these batteries were called special content power. I don't know if that does that mean that they're not actually giving me power? I don't know. That's the question. The $1 million question. Let's get that painted. Okay. I do have binocular mods installed, so we could... There's definitely a turret. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to just run! Dun, 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 don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Ooh, big batteries. Perfect. We just got large grid batteries unlocked. Oh, we can't build large grid yet. Oh, antenna. Nice, nice. Just, ooh, that looks like a thruster. Timer block. All right. First things first, I'm the realist. Let's go ahead and... Machine gun unlocked. Gatling turrets. Check. Claim grid. Check. Ooh, ammo. We got some stuff inside, some dollary dues. Perfect. Let's go get the ship really quick. Making sure my dog's not barking at somebody knocking on my door. Knock, knock, knocking on Tater's door. Hi, hi, hi. Knock, knock, knocking on Tater's door. Anybody? You don't have to like it. I like it. You guys are like, what is wrong with this guy? Jim, cricket. He's weird. You're not wrong. I'm weird. That's okay. Okay, I need... Are you telling me we don't have the parts? Okay, we gotta get the parts. Let's find us some motors, boys. What do we got here? Oh, Prototech propulsion. What? Dude. What? And it has a radio component? What a weird thing for a corpse to have. Some dollary dues. And we've unlocked beds. I think we already unlocked beds, but... And toilets! Again, I think we already unlocked those things, but... And air vents! We need to rebuild the ship. What if we tried... Hear me out, guys. We'll take a couple of minutos, since we're not going to get to that first... We're not going to get to that first mission today, but what if I expand this thing? What if we... I don't even know how to do that, if I'm being honest. That's not true. I do know how to do that. We'll do this. Oh, yeah. Let's... Okay. We do that. Okay. I've got... This is going to be the plan. We're going to use this grid to give us the ability to build up our ship. So what I need to do first... We're not going to talk about what just happened. We're not going to talk about it. We're not talking about it. Okay, we need to... These are very heavy, so this isn't working the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Come on. Excuse me, sir. Sir, I'd love to... Nope. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for how useful you've been. All right. This didn't work. So let's do this. And we're going to have to pause this video. So, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So, finished this side-ish. And then I was getting punched in the face by Deborah, so I thought I would start recording again. We're in the process of expanding this section here. In the midst of the storm. Wow, look at that. Look at the effects this has. This is let's see. Screenshot. God. Well, on the plus side, we're living in experience, is what the kids would say. I don't know why they would say that, but maybe they would. Maybe they wouldn't. Let's do this. This is actually rear 3. We'll get this welded up. We'll get this welded, and then we'll see if we can find those parts. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but the good news is we've expanded the width of our car, and that is really what you need. Now we should be able to carry not infinitely more, but we did gain some space. I think we had how many of those? 4 containers, and this is 15 million liters versus 3 million liters. So yeah, we've gained some space. Not a ton. Not as much as I would have loved to, but it's okay. We can rebuild. We have the technology. Hopefully. Okay. Put this in there. And have that. I think that's everything. We've only got one weapon, one gun, one of those, 2 of those. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Got ourselves a vehicle. She's a little back heavy, but not so back heavy that she's not. We need to turn the strength on these guys up, really, is what we need to do. So we can do strength. Let's do 8%. We'll do 9% there. Strength, 9% there. That'll get that off the ground, and it'll put some more forward pressure on this. And then I think we're going to increase the steering angle of these wheels here to a little bit stronger. Where is the steering angle? Let's go 25. 25. Bingo. All right, now we can continue. All right, let's get that unknown signal. There we go. That should be, now we have the right amount of steering angle for all these things. Let's go get this unknown signal as it falls from the sky and we're stuck in a storm. And then we're going to head towards that salvage site just like I promised. I promise. I'll catch you when we get a little closer to this unknown signal. I know we're a couple of thousand kilometers or a couple of kilometers away. And then hopefully I have people coming to my house, so I probably need to wrap here pretty quick. Hey, mushroom spores and food paste. It's one of my second favorite foods, food paste. I don't know why I didn't start recording sooner. I got nothing. And I'm not going to take this battery. I've decided. I want to get underway. That's really what it's about. I am going to eat that food paste now because, why not? We're at 50. Might as well get some energy back, some food back. Oh, all right. We are on to salvage site A. No more distractions, I swear. And I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. No? Okay. All right, I'll catch you when we get there. 50 kilometers away. Let's go. All righty. Look at that. There was a not particularly fun terrain back there, by the way. A lot of big holes. A lot of big holes and circumnavigation. Look what we have her. What do we have her? It is... We've got radiation problems. What we got. Oh, cool. And my radiation's immediately going up. Cool. I love that. I love that for me. Let's go ahead and hop out and drill that quickly. Okay. That's how you fix that problem. We found it. First, it's got a lot of parts. This thing is going to be another one of those things where we got exhaust vents. We got that big old gyro right there. That's going to be useful. I've already eliminated the radiation. GPS Sprite Nocturne Shadow Station. We lost his client. Station lost some of his clients due to some conflict and interest between factions and is now looking for new hires. Interested? This is where you should go. Cool. We got ourselves well, I don't know. We got ourselves something. What do we got? That's a broadcast control. We already own that. Big old block there. This guy definitely died of radiation poison. Belief. Right click to read. I've been in stickier situations than this. Just trust in the plan and we'll all get out of this alive. Huh. Yeah. That did not work out for you. But here's the smuggled goods. Beautiful. Beautiful. What do we got here? You know what we can grab? We can see if we can get the parts for that and see if we can get that welded up. We can't salvage any of this. We don't have any room for it. You guys, I need you to let me know what you guys think is a potential way, like, do we need, oh, uranium. Oh, hey, we can do that mission. I'm leaving this. It's not useful to us. Computers. You know, we might be able to make 95 computers. We also might be able to salvage 95 computers. What would have computers in here? Do you have, oh, you got 10. 10 computers. Got that. We got smuggled goods, which is great. Uranium, great. We have no more room. We are officially out of space. We did unlock reactors. That's nice. Top screen, right? Edit text. I think now we know medium cargo is good, so we can switch those to reactor. I don't know. This is regular lights. This is lighting, not like headlights. So they're not on the list yet. Stairs. What else is on this grid that we might be interested in? Anything? Control seat. Rotating light. Interior lights. We could unlock rotating lights. Small reactor. Troffer lights. Warfare battery. Okay. I'm thinking this doesn't have any of the parts I'd want to take from it, so it doesn't really matter. Thruster component, window thrusters. This has got a lot of good parts, but we just don't have. We're just gonna have to have this is one of those things where we're gonna have to potentially try to come back. Is there any computers in this still? No, there's nothing left in that. Even if we take the 10 computers out of this, we're still down to. What do we need? We need 95. What about Troffer lights? You got computers on you? You don't. You've got computers, do you? No, you don't have anything in you. You just got a steel plate. This thing is giving me a freaking seizure. We're just going to take it just because I'm tired of it spinning. Let's see. Dump that stuff in there. Do we have any computers in here? We got 53. Okay, let's take a look and see if we can get this thing. Because basically all I'm trying to do is capture that battery. And the way I've got that is the friendly takeover. So we need, what is that? 32. We need 32 computers. Let's see if the survival kit can make 32 computers really quick. I don't know if it's going to be able to, but we can try. So that's 2, and that's 30. I don't know if this is the way. I don't know if I should be wasting the resources on that or the battery power, but, you know. What about you? You don't have any. Okay, you could probably calm it down. I don't need you to be all sparky. And I don't think there's anything else on here that I'm interested in. Just a lot of steel plate. Some small steel tubes here. That's worth taking, and then we can just do I not have blocks in my inventory that I could? Nope, I don't. There we go. Fixed. What else is in here? Anything that's cobalt? We don't really need the cobalt. I don't. I'm only taking it because I feel like it's worth. Oh, of course, there's meteor storm. Did we get the? Oh, we did it. We did it, guys. And I'll take these back. I'll reclaim these computers so that we have them. Where did they go? They're not in my inventory. There you go. Meteors, behave yourselves. Not trying to die today. So weld this up, grind it down. All the way, apparently. All right, it's captured. Get in the seat, go here, claim the NPC grid. We can take a look and see if there's anything in here. There's nothing. No cargo, no nothing. This thing is useless, so I'm going to reclaim all my computers here. There's no reason to leave this. And I don't have the ability to really take that battery with me, so we'll leave this salvage site as we'll leave the marker, obviously. And then we're going to head back to the station is what we're going to do, because there's no reason for us. First of all, there's also no reason for you to be on my screen at all. I'm not on my way to the Factorum fight. That's for sure. So now we're going to head back. Time to get back to the Lockhart Junction. That's going to be our next stop. We did get that new GPS outpost. What was it called? Do we have any idea? Carson's Relay. Let me see real quick. What if we do, because I believe I kept that data pad. Did I keep that data pad? One of these data pads I thought I kept. Lockhart Junction, that's that table, that's that data pad. The other data pad was like, if you want to do business with pirates, come see me down at pirateland.com or whatever. Sprite Nocturne's Shadow. Nocturne's create a GPS marker. Okay. Did Nocturne's Shadow get... Hey, let's see how close this place is. Let's put the brakes on our car for a second. Hey, how helpful. Just that's the most useful GPS coordinate I could have gotten ever. Said no one ever. Awesome. Okay, well, it is back to Lockhart's. We're going to see if we got anything we can sell. And then we may go to the logistics outpost and build something off of that. Or the next wreck we find. Maybe we find another wreck. You guys let me know. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to start the journey back. We don't have any inventory space. We've got no room for nothing. We could probably put another medium cargo container on this, but honestly, is it even worth it at this point? I don't know. And you can see how treacherous this craptastic bit of land is and how many of these things I had to dodge. But while we're on the way back to this, here's my thing to you guys. Should we, the next wreck we find, just assume it, even if it's a salvage, like the next salvage we drive to, should we just set that up as a base? Like, look at that. This is perilous over here. You guys let me know if that's what you think we should do. If we should go ahead and just like, okay, we're gonna use this crashed husk as a base of operations. We can try to make it airtight, do all the things temporarily. Maybe we get lucky and we find a logistics post or something on the way back. That one's not too bad. It's 11 kilometers from Lockhart. I don't want to do that. I don't want to build a base. I'd rather either use the shell of a ship. Like, I can't build large grid until we buy a large grid ship. That's that's the way I want to play it. But if I found the shell of a ship, I can modify that as long as I didn't build new. That's kind of was my thinking in my rule set. But you guys let me know. I guess what I'm going to do, I'll pick you up when I get back to the station in 54 kilometers, unless something incredibly exciting happens, which I've been very good about driving because, well, now I'm carrying just a heap of crap. And the other thing we can do, I think what I might do is build a cargo container and a connector and put it together outside of the zone and then drag that into the zone so I can sell stuff in bulk to the station. Because I currently don't have a way to carry all the things I need to carry if I want to. Got some Prototech, maybe they'll buy that, I don't know. But I'll see when we get back to the station and we'll take a look at our options. And then I expect, hopefully, you guys give me some ideas on what you think about starter base. Should I go back to the logistics station, turn that into something, build off of it? Should I use the husk of a ship that we find, build that into something? Should I wait for a farm? Should I wait until I can purchase a large good ship? Currently, we are not making the amount of money needed to purchase a large good ship. We might be making enough money to purchase our first flying ship, but that honestly, we need a place to park the flying ship first. So that kind of conflicts with my OGs. That kind of conflicts with my we can't build large grid until we have bought large grid, because if I need a place to park a flying ship, then that means I'm going to have to build a temporary home. So, yeah, comments down below. You let me know what you guys think about that, and I will see you back at the station. Oh, or I'll crash off this cliff. All right, let's go. There we go. Put all that crap in there. Grab this. I can currently lift it, which is great. Come on. Eat it up there. All right. Excelente. Let's get this thing into the bubble for safety. Although we don't know that this would actually protect from anything inside the bubble if we needed it to. I think we got ourselves. Okay, we can take a look really quick before we wrap it here. We can see what we've got. So, contract wise, we got some acquisitions. Cobalt ingots, we don't definitely have those. We don't have iron ore. We don't have gravity components. We don't have the silicon wafers, the 80 parachutes, but we might have the 290 iron ingots. 290 iron ingots. Oh, we do. Perfect. We can say 290 there. That's wonderful. What else? What else is on our list of things we've got to sell? We definitely don't have those parachutes. 290 ingots, check. 18 nickel. We might actually have 18 nickel. Let's see. Do we have? What do we get for nickel? Do we have? Now this is more precious, and I probably shouldn't do it, but we're going to do it anyways because it's just what we do. Now I'm not going to connect that. There's no reason to. Anything new in here? Hey, a flare gun. I don't have any room to collect the crap that I would like to collect from these people. Are you new? Hey, you're a new station. 4,000 kilometers away. Cool. Awesome. That's what you want. That's really what you want. Okay, drop. Okay, accepted contract. So first, bulk requisition. Let's go ahead and knock this guy out here. You can finish this. My character inventory. $46,000 reduce. For the nickel, we got $6,000 reduce. That was hardly worth the effort. I'm sure I probably would have spent less doing it the other way around. Salvage contract. Do I have this one? Hey, 186,000 doll hairs. That's beautiful. Let's see what they've got for sale. Anything good? We are almost to a civic hauler. The prices have gone down. And what do you buy? Power cells, we don't have any. Cobalt ingots, we don't have any. Thruster components, though, we could potentially. Oh, and uranium? Do we use the uranium that we have for our own little baby guy, or do we protect scrap they'll purchase? Huh. That's really it. They're not purchasing much else. These thruster components, though, we could have sold a bunch of those. We didn't do that though. Let me go heal myself up and see if I have any thruster components. Get this done right here. All right, thruster components. Do I have any? I should have. I have two. That's it. Oh, I've got 16. Beautiful. which means I can put that there. It'd be real great if they bought radio components. That'd be super awesome. We do have reactor components. We could put a little reactor on our ship and give it infinite power. Not infinite, but that might be a good idea. That might be a way to stave off needing a base for a little bit. Anyways. Cafeteria, market. Cafeteria is a misnomer. All right, sell. Buy all of those for... Hey, we got $1 million. Oh, got $1 million. $1 million dues. How much are they doing? We don't... This isn't going to be worth it. This isn't going to get us where we want to get. We need this to refresh. We got 40 seconds to see what they'll buy next. Maybe they'll buy some of the crap we have. And then maybe we can buy us a cool ship. Maybe Kevin could stop pushing me, bro. Get out of here. Ugh. Jackass. Salvage contracts. Is there anyone close to us? 93.80. No, we're going to wait for that refresh. I'm not trying to do that. All right. We're going to wait for that refresh. That's 20 seconds. We got to wait before I can do the next thing I want to do. So let's just give it the 6 seconds. That's great. What do we have in our inventory that I could eat while I'm waiting? No, I don't want to eat that. It's not enough need. Not enough need for that. Is there anything? Was this always open? Welder. I don't need your welder. I don't need your hand-me-out welder. Hand-me-down welder? Oh, I need to put my money in the ATM, though. That is what I do need to do, because that is currently... All right, we got a refresh. What are they buying? What are they buying? Steel thruster components, power cells, nothing of note. What are they selling? Anything useful? Civic hauler. Oh, we could buy the Civic... We could... I don't know how much cargo this thing has. There's a way to look. Someone told me when you mouse over it. Civic hauler's ideal atmospheric flyer for those who wish to start trading and hauling. Outfitted with a medium cargo container. That's not very big. Easily converted into a simple mining vehicle. Nah. I'm not allowed to mine. What else? What else? Bulwark. This is the interplanetary, but this is the cargo vessel, hydrogen powerful, cost-effective, speed gathering turrets. It looks like it has 2 mediums plus defensive, offensive power. Oh, they've got raw mammal meat. Ooh, spaghetti. We're going to buy all of those. Got medical components for sale. I don't think there's value in buying those. Why won't you buy more than just those frickin' things? Well, we could go get some more thruster components to sell. That's a thing we could potentially do if we really wanted to. Let's see. Did they get any acquisition contracts? Superconductors? No. How much? They're paying okay. They're paying 2.395 million for superconductors. Okay. Well, what if I come over here and we buy? They're not selling superconductors, so that's never mind. My plan to dupe them is not of worth. What else? Solar panels. They aren't selling those either. They are selling detect components, but 174. I need 75, so I can make $174,000 for that contract. If I bought 75, how much would 75 cost me? They don't have 75, but it would cost me almost more money than I'd make. Not worth it. So that's dumb. Can't do that. We don't have these ingots. That's not worth it at all. Explosives, no. Grain, we don't have it yet. Metal grids. Do we have 120 metal grids? That'd be freaking awesome if we did. We definitely have 120 of these. No, they want 2,500. That's crazy. And they want 4,000. Oh, never mind. These are bulk acquisition. I didn't read the name. I should have known. Did I buy other bulk acquisition combat? Silicon wafers. That is a bulk, but it's not really that. These aren't that much. Like, with regards to bulk, they're not that crazy. These, super crazy. Okay, we've got a salvage contract. Let's see if they have one more that's closer. We'll check that really quick, and then we're going to wrap it. 60 kilometers. Boom. We'll accept. Another thing. One of those salvage contracts could be our new home. You guys have to decide that. All right, guys. I appreciate you coming along. This is episode 2. No, Kevin, you don't get to be in the shot. Oh, that's not Kevin. That's Suzanne. Suzanne, get out of the shot. This is my YouTube channel. Bitch. Run into me. You know, it's hard to find good health these days. Anyways, if you enjoyed this, come back for more. We're I'm just gonna intermittently be doing this between this and the survival series. No, Suzanne, don't you thumbs up me. Get out of here. Anyways, I will catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind and stay ornery. Bye.